What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first Tuesday stream after most of the Outsiders cards have been revealed. Sorry for the significant wait time. My TTS and Streamlabs were malfunctioning, and we have to do this crazy mess of trying to look through all of the custom Outsiders cards to grab the cards we need for our decks. But Sean has a couple cards left that he's grabbing. I'm going to be playing Azalea today. I put together a Sandscour Great Bow list, like an early iteration of one. We'll see how it goes. And then Sean is working on an Uzuri list.
I'm gonna get absolutely steamrolled, dude. I'm gonna lose 30-0. New
So
new Azalea's gotta be cracked.
I refuse
There's
to add
no
any
way.
of the traps to my list, to my first iteration of the list, and maybe I'm going to need those, depending on if you're heavy on attack reactions. But I do think that the new Azalea is kind of busted. Specifically Lace with Blood Rot. I don't know if you guys know about that card. But our team had the pleasure of spoiling this card. It was our first spoiler that we've had for any Flesh and Blood release yet, which is exciting. But this card is insane, I'm pretty sure. If you hit and they get a Blood Rot, it's either a 0 for 5 or like no cards used for 3, assuming they pitch a blue to prevent the damage. So, from the Blood Rot token. And then sorry to the YouTube overlords because some of the cards in this set are kind of gory, but the Blood Rot Pox token deals 2 damage to you at your end step unless you pay 3. So that's kind of nuts. Hello, Techlo Foundry, Carbon Clockwork, Martin, and Joshua. What's up, everybody? Sean's just grabbing a couple more cards for his list.
Did
I'm
you take
sure.
my Blood Rot Codex?
What? Oh,
Did you
yeah,
take a?
it's right here. I
Yeah,
didn't take it. I
thank
just
you.
moved it because I thought you put it on my side. I'm
All
also
right, no.
running Blood Rot Codex. I'm not running any of the Inertia one or the
Yeah,
Frailty
you don't
one.
need that. You don't need
Yeah.
inertia as Ranger.
I mean, Inertia. I mean, Seek and Destroy is a strong effect, and Inertia is basically Seek and Destroy if it hits.
Yep.
But I feel like it is possible to have too many codexes, and I'd rather have more buffs than codexes. So the codex I chose was Blood Rot because it unconditionally gives them a Blood Rot and gives you a Ponder. So the card refunds itself by default. Um, and then does the like it refunds itself and does 2 damage basically and has a reload on it. So it's kind of nuts in my opinion. Um the other ones are interesting because if your opponent has cards in their arsenal, they give you card advantage that way. Instead of a ponder token, they give you a card from your
You just say card
graveyard.
advantage.
I did. But you do have to discard because of that. So I don't know if it's like truly that insane. But anyways, Blood Rot is OP in my opinion. And then I'm rocking Skullbone Crossstrap on all of my matchups right now because I removed a little bit of opt consistency from buffs to add on some new buffs and new attacks. Like Fletch a Red Tail is a new buff I added. I think that one's pretty universally strong. Fletch a Blue Tail I think is a sideboard card for when you're playing against like guardians and stuff that's gonna block you. And then I'm Red Widowmaker and Blue Widowmaker, and then Blue Spire Sniping I have as well, plus 2 premeditates. So I have this infecting shot on hit, get a blood rot, and also plus like it's a 1 for 6 if it has an aim. And then I think Widowmaker is probably like one of the better arrows that we got. This card is like blood is like I cannot believe Barraging Beatdown. I cannot believe I forgot the name of that card because I'm a brood enjoyer. But this card is basically like Barraging Beatdown, so it punishes decks, but it also removes the ability to play D-React, so it punishes Guardians even more if you can dominate it. So I'm running that in red and blue. I think the blue one's actually better than the red one because the red one loses a bit of value if they're forced to block extra cards anyways because you're going a lot taller.
All right. I'm trying to figure out if inertia trap is in here. Can you do me a favor and start searching the stack?
Yeah.
I'm checking my deck. Yeah, I don't see it in here.
This is a purple looking one. Yeah, here you
It's
go.
a nursery trap. Cool.
Yeah, so Daily Fatigue Bear said, I don't think you need to be as consistent with Opt anymore because it seems like Ranger now has a critical mass of buffs with relevant on hits as well as arrows. So the reason that I want to be consistent with Opt is because of Great Bow itself. I think there's going to be a strong Death Dealer build for sure, and Death Dealer is a lot less reliant on opting. But for Sandscour Great Bow, you're only really getting advantage off of the opt if you do hit an arrow on top, or sorry, advantage off of activating the weapon. So for the Great Bow builds, I do want to have more opt so that I can hit arrows off the top as often as I can. And so that's why I'm on cross wrap all the time. But like previous Great Bow builds, I enjoyed New Horizons. You could use Heat Seeker with it. That was pretty good. And it has a lot of other benefits to New Horizon. So there's probably also a New Horizon Azalea build with Great Bow out there somewhere, but it needs to rely less on opting. So maybe it has a higher arrow density or something. But I think looks like we're both ready. So we can go ahead and roll off, I suppose.
Ooh.
And we'll just alternate who goes first and second. If it becomes obvious that I'm getting destroyed by attack reactions, I'll probably edit it and add a couple defense reacts in between games to see how it goes. Got a 5.
I got a 5.
Oh, I was trying to read chat. You win this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go first here.
Yeah, letting Azalea go first is pretty strong. This will be
Also,
my first time playing against Uzuri. So
I also have cards that have to be played out of Arsenal or Banish, so it doesn't hurt.
yeah, for sure.
All right, what to do?
Yeah, so another thing for viewing experiences, I don't have the blue color of Spire sniping, so some of these are labeled blue one. That means this card in my hand is blue.
All right, I'm going to overpitch and Spider's Bite.
Steven says the card gallery is fully released for outsiders. That was a little bit too late. That's very sad.
That's so upsetting.
Okay. So we are going to block with a
Yeah, I realized my math was wrong. Let me do that.
here.
Okay, and then I'll do this guy.
And then this one, I think we might as well also block. We're keeping a blue arrow. We would obviously like to draw into a better arrow. And I probably should have kept the take aim so that I could start with the cross wrap opt. So
Getting rid of a Deadeye, that's scary.
Yeah, my other cards is a Foresight, and that's probably one of my favorite cards. So I want to end with that in Arsenal if I can.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
I will put my Tunic on 1. I did draw an arrow, but unfortunately, not many great buffs. So it's possible that we hit off the top with Great Bow. This is a blue Spire sniping, so I'm gonna activate Great Bow. It is an arrow. So do we want to? The only thing is casting Memorial Ground right now is for 0 value. So even though I'm not getting card advantage off the bow, I'm gonna leave this on top and load the Widowmaker from hand, and then Azalea in that arrow.
Okay.
So this guy has Dominate. I will cast Foresight just because I need to use my cards, and then send Remorseless for 8 Dominate.
Okie doke. It's not too big of a deal. I don't really go wide, so I have a hand that fights against itself. I'm not really happy with it.
Yeah, plus Remorseless also doesn't care about weapons. It only affects your it only affects cards played, Whoopsies.
Yeah, I think I unfortunately have to block 3 here and take 5.
Okay, this is going to be active. I will Arsenal pass. A little
Oh,
unfortunate we didn't end with Foresight, but that's okay.
yeah, these new play patterns are pretty tough to deal with, I'm not gonna lie.
Why is my deck like this? I swear TTS shuffling is not right.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna swing that.
Okay. This one I will not block. I'll take one.
Okay. Here's a happy
Oh my
CNC for
goodness.
you.
Okay, I have exact. So you're gonna take one off Remorseless. I
Yep,
have exactly this at least. So I'm gonna put the Remorseless for my Arsenal on top at
that's
instant
pretty good.
speed. I do have too many arrows in hand.
Are you sure you don't just let it get destroyed? Like, are you sure you want Remorseless on top of your deck? Shouldn't you
Uh,
be trying to get to more valuable
yeah,
plays
because
here?
of the way my hand is, I have like no buffs, so I'm just gonna load that with my bow and then Arsenal pass.
Oh, I see, I see. All
Yeah,
right, that's cool.
hand didn't line up very well this time, so I'm blocking for 4 here and taking 2.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so Tunic's gonna go to 2. Another one of my fake blue Widowmakers is gonna be pitched to activate Great Bow, giving me Remorseless from the top, and then I will shoot this one for 5.
For 5, he says.
Yeah.
Um, not dom.
No dominate.
No dominate. Do I do it this way?
Let's look at the equipment pieces. Redback Shroud, the Silver Recursion plus
This
Attack React.
this is so interesting. I'm not even. And also, like, I'm having trouble just playing the game because it's my first time playing on Mac. So.
Oh, Quiver. That's a good point. That's in my sideboard. I need to put that. I need to grab that. Yeah, it just didn't load in automatically. So let me see if I can find it quickly. Obviously, the Azalea spec is redundant with Sandscour Greatbow, which is funny because it might just end up making Death Dealer power creep Sandscour Greatbow. But the Rustling Leaves one is interesting. And then I think the Abyssal Depths one is a sideboard card for fatigue.
All right. I'll block 3 and take 2.
Okay, so this is going to be active. I will
Yep,
Arsenal
that's fine.
pass.
Spidey bite.
Let's see. I'll take 1 here.
Isolate.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 from Remorseless.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I have to pretend, I have to like imagine what your last card is here.
I
If
will
it's
tell you it
CNC,
doesn't
that'd be
matter.
nuts.
Yeah, it is.
But you're saying, yeah, it is. So confident. I have no way to really block this like profitably, so I'm not gonna block.
Yeah, I mean, this into CNC is like quite literally the best thing that you could like. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Spec it and then throw your armor down?
yeah,
So I'll trigger Uzuri, banish Command and Conquer. This goes on the bottom of my deck, right? This thing.
yes.
That's the recursion there is actually bonkers.
Yeah, plus pitch stacking, super sick.
I guess LSS realized that this thing would get completely destroyed by fatigue if you didn't do it that way.
Yep. So I'm taking 6, and then
Yep.
my arsenal is a drill shot, which dies.
Cool.
And then I don't think. Yeah, playing this, the CNC is not played, so you don't take another damage from Remorseless, which is good for you. I'm gonna put Tunic
Right.
on 3. I have no choice but to start with an arrow or a load. So we're going to trigger this. We do see an arrow on top, but we have too many arrows in hand, so we're just going to load from hand instead. I'm going to load the infecting shot from hand because I don't want to end with that in arsenal because it's, I don't know. I like my other one better. I'm going to
Okay.
activate Azalea, bottom that. My top card is an Infecting Shot again, but this one has an aim counter. So let me make one of these bad boys.
Dude, a 1 for 8 in my Flesh and Blood
Plus,
game?
yeah, plus this. So it's possible that I needed to. It's possible since I knew I was going into a premeditate turn that I needed to block with one more card, so the ponder token matters. Unfortunately, the ponder token is going to get wasted here.
Okay. So I'm just gonna take 6. Oh, how much?
It was
Oh, what
played
is
from
that thing?
Arsenal, so it's 3 more. This is
Hold
fake
on.
plunder run.
Oh, fake plunder. Well, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Why is
Because
the
I could have only blocked
card previews being weird? Sorry, guys.
here. Can only block 7 of it. Yeah, Ranger's strong now. That you could have never presented 11 damage off of as little resources before. It just wasn't possible. And that was the main struggle it had. I don't even think it had trouble disrupting too much. I had trouble pushing damage when it wasn't
We push you now, babe.
stealing your action point. Yeah. I don't have great. So this is going to create an inertia token. No, it creates a ponder token for you, but that ponder token doesn't really do anything unless you react here.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not sweating too hard. I think I literally just have to take the 9.
Yep. You'll take 9. You'll get a blood rot pox.
Yep.
There's a world where if I run New Horizon, I could pitch into Rustling Leaves here to try to load an arrow face up and maybe activate a second slot. But I will go to my end step, draw a card. I would prefer to keep that card in hand, I believe, and then I will pass.
Okay. I'm going to. What is this? What is the cost of this card? Hand face down. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do Codex of Blood Rot. That doesn't do anything for you.
Yep, makes sense.
Take your own Blood Rot. Can you copy that for me? I cannot.
I now have ownership of a blood rot.
And I also get a Ponder, which is Pog.
Ponder is here.
Okay, so
Ponder,
that's
more like
done.
Pogder.
And now I would like to.
Do you choose not to reload your own arsenal?
Oh, I have to. I don't have a choice.
No, you don't.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, I
Yeah, I
lied.
have to.
Yeah, it
I
looks
have
like
to.
you have to.
I will sedate.
Okay. Inertia is a basically seek and destroy effect. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna look to block with some cards here. I think the cards you have a lot of cards in hand too. I think blocking with 2 cards here is pretty safe.
Oh yeah, especially since
does require blocking with 2.
Since I have the Ponder up front, you know that I have to react or I get jammed up. So I see where I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I think the better play pattern would have been to actually throw. So I'll show you what I have. I'll explain the play. So I have. So note that the sneak attack is blue. We just didn't have the card. So I was actually going to pay for the Blood Rot Pox, and I was going to pitch this Codex of Inertia to slap this this thing down, which would have given you an Inertia token. So
yeah.
On your turn, you would have had to deal with Blood Rot Pox and Inertia. But the better play would have been to bite, play this, see what you did, and I guess that would still leave me jammed with a card in hand, though. Like there's a chance that, or I could just overpitch for the Blood Rot Pox. Actually, that's what you would do if you didn't want this Inertia token. But this is actually not a bad card to be stuck with.
You could use your chest for the attack react instead.
I need the block. I need the block.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, because you're not generating silvers with this deck as much. That makes sense. That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's what I was telling you before we started the stream. Like, I think playing around these new tokens is going to be more challenging Uh,
Yeah.
the effects are cool, but the way it affects your play patterns and decision making is pretty huge. Um, and I have this ponder token to deal with, which could easily be completely useless. So, um,
Check.
now I think about it, Lexi being able to make ponder tokens is actually cancer. Um, because her ability to use 2 arsenal slots is just really, really strong, and she can load at instant speed.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So I played the Blood Rot. That's fine. Um, top card of their deck, face down their arsenal. I could do that. I mean, but that would make sense. So this sedate's here. I played the sedate, and we're gonna go from there. So your blocking decision
Okay.
is here.
Yeah, I still think I block the same because an attack reaction or another attack is kind of heads up, so we'll cover at least some amount
So,
of damage.
so I'm running 0 contracts in Uzuri simply because I was initially when I tried, and granted, I spent like 30 minutes on this. Initially, when I set it up, I said, okay, stealth card into contract. And then I thought about it, and I didn't see enough opportunities to take advantage of the contract. Like maybe I can mask a perdition, but I then just become a less offensively efficient Arachne. I'm just doing what Arachne does, but worse because I'm spending more cards to do it. Um, so that was my thought process. I think Uzuri is going to play more around these new tokens and making good use of the card banished for the offense. So
Yeah, that's fair.
yep, I agree with you, Tekla Foundry, and to that token, I wanted to build around that, and contract didn't really lend to it. So you blocked 6 here.
Yeah.
I guess that does help me because I don't need to play the Codex of Inertia, or I can save the Codex of Inertia. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch this. Actually, what is the consequence of? No, because so my struggle is going to be not having enough, um, enough stealth cards at the end of the game. So that's gonna be another challenge with Uzuri is
Oops.
knowing what you can do later in the game.
So you pitched into the Bloodrot Pox token is what happens?
Yeah, I did.
The
And then I
yellow and red?
pondered, but I was going to arsenal this anyway, so it's
Okay,
fine.
sounds good. I'll go ahead and start by flipping for cross wrap. I will opt.
Okay.
That's interesting. Um, do I want to search for a different card?
Well,
Trying to think what lines I have. My top card is Knock the Death Whistle. I have no buffs. And I'm going to be in the same position of wasting a Ponder token here if I play my Codex. But
Yep.
it's still a value. It's still a Blood Rot, so we're just going to send it. It's still a yellow for 2 damage, which is kind of
Yeah, I mean, and it has go again. Like it's
based.
pretty
So
nifty.
give you this. And I'm just going to use my Tunic counter to... actually, no, we're going to actually...
yeah, you pitch all day.
Pitch. So the Ponder is actually used here.
What does this card do? Oh, Widowmaker.
Yeah, Widowmaker is the
Card is
Barraging
nuts.
Beatdown.
Yeah, card's nuts. All right, I'm going to block with this, move to reacts.
Yep,
and then I'll inertia trap you.
Ooh.
So that satisfies the requirement, and you get an inertia token.
This is if I was a very smart gamer, I took a good line here on accident. I left a blue on top so that I could draw into it with Ponder and then pay the Bloodrot Pox tax. Because if you guys read the recent article that came out, probably you already knew this, but 2 tokens triggering at the same time at the beginning of your end phase, since you own those effects, you get to choose them. But what is Steven saying about the inertia token?
Inertia does not trigger. It's 4 right now.
Oh, also no D-reacts on Widowmaker.
My bad. You're right. I don't read card effects, Steven. Thank you.
But I'm not sure what
because it's
Steven is saying
stronger.
about
No,
the
he's
not
saying you don't get a.
triggering.
Yeah, because your attack doesn't have greater than base. So
Oh, the four. Oh, I see.
yeah, yeah, cool.
Okay. So you do have to take back the trap because of the no D reacts thing.
Wait, why can't I play D reacts?
Because it's on the Widowmaker text. It's
Wait,
just
you're lying to
I
me.
know the card's dumb
Wait,
strong,
hold on. Then
right?
let me change that. Then let me actually block here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, wait. Hold on. I don't want to block with that. That's crazy, dude.
Codex on Arsenal was an interesting line. Oh, just like
Wait,
ending with the Codex there so that I
wait.
can
Yeah, I'm
go
gonna
to the next
I'm
thing.
gonna do something different then. Yo, that's. Oh, that actually jammed me up. I wasn't. That's not what we wanted here.
Yeah.
I
Widowmaker
guess
is
I'm just
best
playing
played
defense.
on its own without buffs because that makes the decision to block with multiple cards harder. If you
Yeah.
buff it, then block with multiple cards is better value. But yeah, this is a 2 card 7, which is pretty good. Oh, playing Codex from
And you
Arsenal
have
seems strong. Yeah, I agree.
a ponder. That's a problem. Um,
There's no on hit effects here. It's just
hold on, dude.
damage.
I just have an inefficient deck. Let me play the efficiency. Like I'm trying to figure out how to not lose the game.
Flesh of Blood cares
Um,
about math now, guys. You heard it here first.
dude, for
Blocking
the first
matters.
time in almost 2 years, dude, it's incredible. This is the natural evolution of Crucible of War gameplay, and you can't change my mind. This is the greatest set made. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
it does. Drew
it
in
does
chat
what?
says you can just block with 2 armor pieces to turn off this condition.
Yes, I know. I haven't a reaction I can't use. I
Oh.
have to deal with this blood rot pox. Okay, I have a bunch of inefficient stuff. I want to be able to use my frontline scout. Um, I think that's just how it's gonna go. I think what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna give you my Codex of Inertia. I'm gonna take one just because I want to use
Okay.
frontline scout. And
Sounds good.
on my turn, wait,
Well,
no,
I
this
gotta
is
resolve
stupid.
my effects
No,
first.
now I realize why I can't do that because if I can't arsenal the frontline scout and the inertia trap. This game is so tilting.
Playing with new
Uh,
cards confirmed difficult.
playing with new cards and putting cards from the worst set in your deck, aka Monarch. I'm being punished. Okay. I think what's gonna happen is, frankly, I'm just going to take this back, and I'm gonna give you the frontline scout, and then and then yeah, that's good.
It's weird
That's
that
fine.
card did not load in. Uh,
Fine. And
just
then
trust us. That's a frontline scout.
yeah, and then I took one. I
Okay.
already took the one.
So I did want to make the point that I was making earlier about the tokens triggering at the same time. If that trap did resolve and I got an inertia token, I could choose to resolve Ponder first and then Blood Rot and then Inertia. So I would draw
I,
my card and then I would pitch to Blood Rot and then Inertia
is
would do
that worth it
nothing.
though? I mean, knocking Arsenal
No,
is
no,
pretty
no. If I had
bonkers.
an
Yeah.
Inertia. If I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
an Inertia, I'm just going to take the 2 damage because a card is better than 2 damage.
Oh, if you were stacked, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
That
so
makes sense.
that's what I was trying to say earlier.
What happens if you have two inertia tokens? Do you
Nothing
just kidding.
happens.
I know, I know. Um I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you got 2 cards in hand behind this. I once
Yeah, I
again have a
should
bunch
react.
of attacks in my hands. My deck's
Mm-hmm.
getting a little sus here. We're gonna give you a barbed undertow just in case you present something that I need to block, because aim
Yeah,
counters don't happen from hand.
here's a one block infect.
Bloodrot Pox on hit. So this is essentially still 3 damage if I block it. Um, my cards in hand are not really getting used, so I might as well block 3 here. No buffs, VV.
I'll break I'll break this thing and do that.
Oof. So it becomes 4.
Yeah, and you get a blood rocks
Okay.
and blood
So I
rot
take
and
one.
inertia.
I get a blood rot, and then do we still not have the inertia token anywhere?
No, I don't know where it is. Just we know
Uh,
you have it.
yeah, we'll try to remember. Chat will remind us, I'm
And
sure.
I take 2 from blood rot.
Okay, sounds good. So I have to go into my turn planning to use all my cards because of the inertia. I will flip knock to opt 1. Ooh.
Ooh.
So toxicity is only really good for me when I dominate stuff. And specifically right now, I don't have a buff and you don't have or you do have equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be that great. I'm just going to end up casting the knock here. Probably loading from hand and then dominating the arrow and having a really horrible 3-card play.
Okay.
Because inertia is this is a really good inertia is really good here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get, let's see, red in the ledger seems good. No, the blood rot pox one, sorry. We're gonna get infecting shot.
We know he has an inertia token. We just didn't load it in, so
Yeah, so this goes
we're
to the
just playing.
top. I'm
Let me
going
try to find one.
to, I guess that's weird. Yeah, I'm being
That's
super
crazy.
inefficient on this turn, actually. It's kind of insane.
It's almost like
Uh,
playing Great Bow with cross wrap isn't a good idea.
yeah,
And I
so there was for sure a better line here. I think I was supposed to bottom the toxicity or Azalea and the toxicity and then just cast knock from hand and then load an arrow. But uh, we're just going to load this in and then activate Azalea to grab the one we searched off the top and shoot it for 5 dominate. This was a really inefficient turn. My goodness.
5 dom. Okay.
Yeah, off of 3 cards is not, or sorry, it's 6 because it has a name counter. My bad.
Yeah, got you. I'm
It's
gonna
still
block
threatening 8
like
damage if you don't block
I'll
it.
yeah, I'll block like that. Wait, it has 6? Okay,
Yeah, sorry,
please
because the name counter.
please be consistent, sir. Um
Oh man.
Dude, I was pogging. I'm so upset. That's fine. I'm gonna have to just block like this. And you've emptied your hand here?
Yes, no cards in hand.
This sucks. Um,
I should have an extra resource and can tunic the blood rot. I paid to load this. Oh, I guess I didn't have to pay to load it with Great Bow because of knock.
wait,
That's true. I think I will
wait a
save the
minute.
tunic resource though because my deck is low on reds intentionally, so I like to have that if I draw an all red hands. I'll just take the 2 damage. That could bite me though.
Yeah, this isn't great. Yeah, there's no great solution. I'm just gonna give you that. Actually, no. I'll keep the ability around in case somehow it's poggers. I'm gonna give you that. Move to reacts. Inertia trap. It doesn't do anything though.
Okay. Um,
You already
I
have
will
one.
end my turn, take 2 damage from my own blood rot, and pass to you. No arsenal, sad.
Yep. Very sad. Very sad. Here's an infect.
On hit, I get a blood rot. You have 2 cards in hand. We're gonna go ahead and block 3 here.
All Azuri, blue death touch. Put it out for 4.
Nice. I have no reactions.
You only have 3 cards, so I think the best play is going to be to give you a blood rot pox.
Okay. I will take 1 damage from the hit. I will get a blood rot.
Okay.
On my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and activate Great Bow.
Oh yeah, baby.
My top card is a blue Widowmaker,
Pretty good.
but I have a red Widowmaker in hand. And we're just gonna load the red Widowmaker from hand.
Mm-hmm.
So blue Widowmaker would come in for 5 dominate. Red Widowmaker comes in. I'm honestly, if I don't think you have a direct, oh no, you can't play directs. So forcing the 2 chip is a little bit interesting here off of the blue
How is it?
one.
Is that's a common, right?
Yeah, it's a cycle.
Dude,
It's
I
so
don't
nuts, right?
understand. I don't understand. It's like why I think LSS caved and they were like,
Oops.
okay, we nerfed Ranger from the beginning and we didn't have some grand design plan for it. We're just gonna unnerf it now.
Yeah,
I don't I don't
maybe.
know what else to say.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think that's entirely true, by the way. I think this is a natural evolution filling out of the space, but
so this is the blue
um,
one. Its base is 2. Yeah, it does have a drawback of any
it's
hero with,
base two.
yeah, base 2, it gets
Wait,
+3
can't
if
I
you
just
defend
do
with +1.
this?
Yeah, that's the
That's
drawback.
that's sick.
You
Okay,
can
cool.
you can do that to it. And then I will Arsenal Pass.
Cool. And I full
But
blocked.
there is some value out of me getting your equipment on weird little arrows like that. Sorry, I need to take 2 damage to my blood drop.
Maybe nah. This I think I see a route to the dub, so I'm gonna take the route to the dub.
This is
Um,
it. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna Spider's Bite. Keep in mind the sneak attack is technically a blue. One float.
Okay. We'll take 1.
Oh wait. I should have blocked. I should have blocked.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
take my skull cap back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take my.
that's fine.
Wait. No. I'm good. I'm good.
Alrighty.
I'm good. I'm being an idiot. I'll do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna be blocking.
Steven, what do you mean these hands? I built the deck.
He's
Of
talking
course
about
it's
my
good.
hands. It's
Oh
very
well, my hands
nuts.
are pog.
My hand is weird. I'm gonna block this because I have more of these, and I would like to be able to potentially block something if necessary.
All right. Cool. I'm
Don't
gonna
be CNC.
premeditate CNC
What? No way.
for
CNC
9.
for 9. That's so
Yeah.
disgusting.
And Spider's Bite's an
Oh
effect.
my goodness.
You probably can't even block the whole thing, can you? Without armor.
No, I cannot block this at all. This is
Yeah.
very good. And you're gonna use the ponder token as well.
No, I have 1 card.
Oh, I missed it. It was.
I mean, if this is like one of
for
those
me.
reactions with cost 2 or less, but that costs 1, so actually no, there's nothing on the table here.
This is horrible for me. 9. Yeah. I mean, I can't possibly cover it. It's just my turn's gonna be so bad. I'm not getting an inertia. That attack reaction that gives inertias is only for if you target. Ooh. Oh no, that's a defense reaction.
So I never looked at Flick Knives in context. And for Uzuri, it's pretty great because it's just like a if you go to 1, opponent dies if they don't have damage prevention in the deck, which is really strong. Like in the late game scenarios where you just want to swing a dagger.
The problem here is I can't really block and go next because my whole hand doesn't even block the CNC. Yeah. Like I might block with 2 cards and then Arsenal Pass, maybe.
Ooh, you know what maybe I realized? You know what I realized? Toxicity isn't good in Uzuri. Because it loses the toxicity text when okay, so you're giving me the ponder?
Yeah. So
and you took
I'm blocking 40 or 9, taking 5, losing a foresight.
Yeah. Cool.
And then I'm gonna Arsenal Pass.
Resolve the ponder real quick.
Oh sure.
Yeah, I'll just Arsenal this, that's fine.
I just Arsenal Pass, so it's back to you.
Okay. Dang, this is almost insane. All right.
Yeah, did you see this? 2 Lace with Blood Rots and I read the glide path on my hand.
I'll do that.
TTS is trying me. Okay. Seems good. I would like to not get hit by whatever you're doing to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Also seems good.
Yeah.
This card's so nuts for just being a free 2 damage. Like, why? Why are you this way? Dear Codex of Bloodrot.
I don't really. Wait a second. Wait a second. I have a way out here. Okay. I'm gonna do this.
Okay. We're taking 1.
Okay, nice.
Oh, I think I'm probably supposed to be running the other arms. I'm gonna switch that in for the next game if we have one.
All right. Yeah, because now I'm gonna isolate. Well, I mean, this has piercing, so it doesn't really do that much
Oh,
against
that's a good
dagger.
point. That's a good point.
All right, but now none of your cards from hand can individually block this. I know that for a fact.
That's another way to say dominate.
3 dominate.
Sure.
3
mean,
actually 3 showing 8.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Is it value to just give the grapplers and the wrap here? This is a lot of damage.
You don't are you sure you give wrap? Maybe grapplers in 1 card? Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you give wrap now. Like, that's
You do have a
that's
ponder token, so it's a little bit more of a bluff that your card in hand is an a reaction potentially. But I did Arsenal like, pass, so you didn't really have a chance to block if you wanted to.
Okay, so let's say I have a +3 and you block 6, or I don't. Like, you're taking a big risk. I think you have to just assume. You have to hope this isn't a reaction, I think.
I have to hope it isn't and try to block, or you're saying I should just not block it?
Well, you should block 3 no matter what. You don't want to take 6 damage. Like, you don't want to be at 10.
That's or below. True. I mean,
like, that's not great. Especially when you know I've got a ponder coming in. I'll have options on what I arsenal.
Okay, I think. I mean, I'm for sure getting psyopt and you have an attack react, but I do think I'm probably supposed to block this. So we're gonna do this. I'm blocking for 4 here.
Yeah, I'm gonna arsenal.
Jeez, it was a reverse psyop.
Wait, yeah, let me ponder token. Yeah, I'm just gonna arsenal.
Okay. So we are gonna flip for cross wrap and opt 1. I think I would like to find an arrow off the top here so I can dominate it. So I'm gonna bottom. I'm gonna play this and opt again.
Dude, someone explain to me how Codex of Inertia is a legal card.
Blue drill shot is not that cool. I have another source of opt and a backup plan for if I don't hit an arrow, so we're just going to continue gambling. I'm going to play another Read the Glide Path.
So we are red right there.
It's a blue, but it is a Widowmaker, which is nice.
All right, that's decent.
So that's something.
Do you play... Yeah, I mean, red Widowmaker is just too good with all these, like, inertia and blood rot puffs.
We're going to... I can either take aim and load and dominate, or I can use Tunic to load off the top. Play Tunic to load. No, I'm trying to dominate off the top. So shouldn't Sean have more cards in hand? Did you draw?
You know, I don't need them.
We're gonna play take aim, triggering the reload, and then activate Azalea for the dominate, and then use Tunic for this. This is what is necessary. So this is a blue one. Its base is 2, and it has dominate, and it has the Widowmaker effects of no D-reacts from Arsenal, and the 2 cards or less for +3. And it's getting 9 from the buffs on the left.
All right, 9. I need to block with 2 cards.
Yes.
I don't think that's too difficult of an ask, to be honest. It's 9 or 12, is what you're saying?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the equipment pieces over there are getting used, but they're getting used for a lot of value on these Widowmakers, so.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay, so you're blocking
Take 6.
3 to my 9. All right, sounds good. I'm gonna take 2 from my Blood Rot.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
We
so
remember
good.
our triggers sometimes.
Hang on, I don't have this ponder token
I'll
anymore.
pass to you.
Nice.
Pretty sure it's 11 or 14.
All right. I'm gonna do a toxicity.
Oh yeah,
our city.
it was 2 more damage. Sorry.
Who?
Because it was 9 buffs and then 2 base.
Dude, you're one massive psyop. You've psyoped me multiple times this game.
It's hard to play with new cards, okay?
Most of these are old. What do you mean? Every single one of those cards was old. Widowmaker does not count. Okay. Widowmaker is just, it's an arrow with new text.
Goalpost moment.
Yep. All right, so now I'm gonna inertia.
All right, what's happening here? I can choose to put.
It's not great.
Oh,
yeah,
you puts. Okay. If I do it, I discard a card. Would I like to do that? I mean, I guess it's face up.
No,
face down. Okay, I will do that, and then I will have to. Do I get to look at the card before I discard? I imagine yes, right?
Yeah, I mean it goes in order.
We're gonna discard. I think we need to discard the toxicity because codexes are mandatory effects if possible. Oh yeah, even the I guess.
All right, true. I got a ponder. Right, they all get ponders. Cool.
And then I'm gonna have an inertia.
And then I'm gonna play one of these for 6. Frailty. For 6, if it hits 11.
This null reboots is my inertia token. I need to remember it. Cool. Okay. 6 on hit. 5 more plus.
Convinced me that the Codex Marvels aren't going to be like $150 each. I can't see a world where they're not.
Oh, there's Marvels of the Codexes?
Yeah,
hold
dude,
up, no way.
That was the first card they revealed was Marvel. Jeez. One of the Marvel Codexes.
I just realized forcing me to put a card in Arsenal means blocking is even more annoying. That's kind of stupid.
Wait, why is that? That doesn't make any sense.
I have 1 less card in hand to choose to block with.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. It switches, but not forcing you to put a card in Arsenal, forcing you to discard. Like, how does card advantage...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant. My hand's not great for blocking so just purposes, lay it down, but blocking this has to happen, so... Alright, we're gonna do this. Oh no, I have an inertia token. We're gonna do this and give this. And we're just gonna hope to hit an arrow off the top.
Wait, okay, I see what you're saying. You actually want to play because you lose your card.
Yeah.
Oh, this was... oh my god, what an arsenal that was.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit rough over here. I'm gonna flip for crosswrap and opt. We are gamers. Oh my god. We're gonna leave that there. We are going to play this codex. So I will get a ponder token, which I can choose to resolve after my inertia token, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Yep. You are going to get a blood rot pox token. I am going to put a card from my hand face down in Arsenal, and then I'm going to activate Azalea because we are the nuts and drew a drill shot dominated for 4.
How much?
With an aim count.
4 piercing?
Yeah. That was like probably the best thing I could hit off the top of my deck.
Have the blood rot pox. If this hit, yeah, I think I just give you my armor at this point.
So it will become 5 if you block with your armor.
Yeah, hang on. I got you. All right, now how do I play this?
Why don't I have an inertia that's so sad.
Mm. Okay.
I feel like one of us took the inertia token out of the stack and then misplaced it. Probably me.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
There you go.
Okay, you have fully blocked my effects.
And you have an inertia token.
Oh, nice. I have another inertia token.
Wait, you have
Cool.
two?
Yeah, I already
You already
had.
had one?
Yeah, this
Oh,
one.
hold on. Let me block with something else.
That's why I'm trying to find that card. I'm trying to find the token.
Great. Okay. Aw, you foiled my plans. Sort of.
Yeah, the inertia and the ponder tokens are interesting in that having multiple isn't really.
Wait, actually, I'll still do that, even if I look stupid. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's still blocking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna break my inertias first, and then I'll break my ponder and draw a card. And arsenal and pass. Seems good.
Impossible. You can't do that. Here's a spider's bite. Also, it was a complete fluke that I put yellow infect in my deck. That should not be there.
Okay, we're gonna take one here.
Okay. I'll give you a sedate, so inertia token on hit.
Another inertia, and you do have another card in arsenal, so it would probably be beneficial to block. Can you play instance on the end step? You cannot play instance on the end step. The only thing you can do is pitch for effects. Yep, even if the effects go on the stack, you just don't have priority to do anything. I mean, it's pretty good.
Busted.
But I can actually we're gonna block with this just because we have no cards to pitch in our hands, so that's probably not getting played. And we're gonna unfortunately take one and have to work through a inertia.
Hold on, I'm gonna use Uzuri and Death Touch.
Oh man, that's pretty good. I bet you're gonna give me another inertia, right?
No, I was actually gonna give you a blood rot.
Okay, he almost fell for my trap.
Yeah.
And then I also take 4 more damage.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take 2 from this blood rot.
Seems good.
Alright, it's getting close.
It is indeed. We're going to flip for cross wrap.
Yeah.
That is not. Let's see. We have one more opt. We do have a take aim to shoot that. We're going to try to force some blocks here, I think, because we need to use all of our cards anyways. So we're going to Azalea in this instead of trying to risk it for another arrow. We're going to cast this. We're going to cast this, triggering the reload.
Does cut to the chase say card with contract?
I am not sure. And then we're going to pitch 1 to shoot the red in the ledger. So this is 11 with Seek and Destroy and red in the ledger effects live.
Yeah, I'm going to 1. That's not good.
But I'll be on 7 after your Blood Rot box triggers, so that's also not good for me.
It does say contract, damn. Okay. Yeah, if Uzuri could play cut to the chase, I think it would be really nuts. I'm finding where like I'm uncomfortable is this. So Uzuri's like really cancerous, but the specific scenarios in which things can be played, it covers for that.
So I'm at least doing a very annoying thing here. Seek and Destroy comboed with red in the ledger is quite strong.
Yeah, you've also put me in a really awful position here. If you were doing 1 less damage, I could make life pretty uncomfortable, but I cannot say that that is what's happening.
I'm glad I bottomed my yellow read for that Seek and Destroy then.
Wait, do I not have... You know what I think happened is my red infects, I used yellows, but
Oh,
I'll change them next time. I actually think if I was running Blood Rot Trap, like I didn't bring this in just because I was like, all right, let's see how it goes. But I have 3 of these in the sideboard. I actually think this matchup becomes way more winnable if I have that. And I think,
but I don't play
oh, sorry,
reactions.
they have different triggers. That's why I didn't play it. I always
Yeah.
forget that. Um, if I banish a card with Infiltrate and it's an arrow, can I not shoot it?
Uh,
Yeah, Steven, I have Razor's Edge. It's just not being drawn. You know, it's in the deck. It just doesn't want to show up.
Arrows can only be played from Arsenal and only if you control a bow.
Yeah.
So you cannot, sadly.
All right, lol. You can't shoot it without bows. These are niche scenarios, friends. It's worth asking stupid questions.
I want to throw my arrow.
Uh, okay. I need to block. Wait, does this say when this hit? Yeah, that's pretty. I probably should use black. Like, I gotta figure out when this deck wants to use black tech, if at all. I think last turn, I think there was a case to be made that I held stuff, and I maybe could have done something with the death touch. I think that might have been better.
Zoe says Outsiders is insane. I can't wait to draft it. I agree. I think the draft is going to be very difficult to figure out potentially, but it should be very interesting.
All right.
There's a lot of cross contamination with all the different card pools, and I think you can do some pretty interesting stuff being flexible.
There you go.
So you're gonna go to 1 here and have the Seek and
have,
Destroy and Red in the Ledger effect active?
Yeah, I have no other choice. You got me.
It's not dominated.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
talking about like in a turn set. Like,
Okay.
I don't see myself winning.
I'm taking 2 from the Blood Rot here.
All right, cool.
Inertia's destroyed. Benji sweep. We think Benji's gonna be
Benji
OP.
sweep.
Interesting.
I think they want to make adult Benji so bad. Like, they're working up to it for sure. I'm able to do this.
Okay. I mean, there's a chance that I can just be put into a checkmate position where if I don't kill you on my turn, you kill me. So it's probably worth blocking a little bit. So we're gonna let's see, you have 2 cards. If it's like both, if you like pump 2 times for 4 each, you go to 10 to my 2 and then I die. If it's 2 times for 3 each, you go to 8 to my 2 and I go to 1 and then I have to be able to pitch for Blood Rot Pox if I don't kill you. Blocking. I don't like blocking, but interesting. And then unfortunately on my turn, I'm only forcing 2 cards with my 2 cards if I give up any more than one of my own. But let's do this and risk. Oh man, that seems so bad. That seems so bad.
I like the end game scenarios. These new mechanics
you can just
introduced.
steal stuff if you don't play around the right thing. I think we're gonna block 4. This
All right.
lets me live in some number of scenarios.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shred your Remorseless. So you're blocking 2 right now to my 5. Blood Rot and Inertia on hit.
Okay. 2 to your 5, so I'm gonna take 3 here.
Yep. And Blood Rot Inertia.
I get a Blood Rot and a Null Rune Boots Inertia.
Yeah. But if you have Dominate, you win.
That's what we're hoping for off of this opt.
Yeah.
It's kind of my only out.
Alright, I need to take Frontline Scout out of the deck. That Frontline Scout earlier this game actually like completely.
Okay, we do opt. That's nice. It's not going to be dominated, but it is going to be large. We're leaving it here. We're going to pitch my blue 1 Spire Sniping to activate Great Bow. Loading from my top. It gets an aim counter. I have 2 floating. I'll pay 1 for Foresight from hands. And then shoot this for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to go to 2, but you have to give me your whole
you beat
hands.
me. You beat me. I only have 9 block.
Okay, GG.
Nice.
Yikes, that was difficult. You could have dominated that with bracers. Oh, not. Oh, yeah, that's true. I could have put the blue Spire Sniping in Arsenal face up and then activated Azalea and then pitched Foresight, so this would have been for 7 dominate. Yeah, that's a good catch. Thanks, Gaver.
Nice.
I don't know if you had time for another one. I think you were planning to only stream for an hour today, right?
I don't know what time it is. Give me a sec.
It's 8:40.
Yeah, it's pretty late. I gotta check out.
No worries.
That was good. I was gonna load up a Riptide after that, but yeah, no time. Any thoughts after that game, Jacob? Any reflections for you?
Keeping track of board state is going to be a big key in calculating turn cycles. These inertia tokens, ponder tokens, potentially paying for blood rot pox. Like, God forbid you go into your turn on 2 and you just die because you forgot you had a blood rot pox token and your opponent blocks you out. Like, you really got to be able to pay attention to those. And then I mean, I'm pretty excited about Azalea, to be honest. This deck was shuffled a little bit weirdly, but I still put through some damage. But also, you're working with a pretty new assassin deck with some weird synergies with frontline scouts and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta take that out immediately. I think that and no, these are sneak attack blues, so that's fine. I was getting tripped up at the end. I think that, and there's one other thing. Oh, it's the card that takes 5 health on hit. I don't know why I can't. Toxicity.
Toxicity. Yeah.
I think you should be running this card.
I have one of this. I can talk about this card from my perspective. I did think about this. I wanted to put in all of them, including blues, but my current deck theory right now is I want to be getting value off of my Great Bow, which requires opting and getting my arrows off the top with my bow ability instead of my Azalea ability. So given that is the case, toxicity is a threatening on hit, but if they do
how
block
are you
you
getting
out,
to Azalea?
oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that my current deck doesn't Azalea as often as it does loading off the top with the bow. Okay. So if they do block your arrow out fully, toxicity is just a do nothing basically. Like, it forced them to block, which is good. But I do worry.
Why are you cross wrapping then? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I just want to opt.
I just feel like new. Yeah, but I just feel like New Horizon solves that problem for you.
Yeah, that's possibly the case.
Like New Horizon is a thing that says, okay, use bow, get open arsenal slot. If you have something already in arsenal, use Azalea for that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not getting arrows off the top with Great Bow very often, you're losing value. But it may be the case that all of the new blood rot stuff plus toxicity plus, I mean, we have like blood rot buffs and blood rot arrows. We have toxicity. We have a bunch of stuff that boosts your value per card. And it could be the case that if you're not getting arrows off the top with Great Bow, you're still fine on value.
I don't know if you remember the list I had too much, but essentially you just replace the overflexes with toxicities and blood and lace with blood rot.
And then I looked at Death Touch. Like, the math on that card is nuts, but I don't think it fits into my current Azalea list because half my buffs don't do anything to it. It costs 1, so like it's only really value on a Tunic turn. And it's probably busted and limited though.
And it has to be an arsenal.
Yeah,
like it's definitely a limited card for Ranger, but I mean maybe someone makes great use out of it, but I just don't see it.
For sure.
All right, are you going to continue playing? Do I
No, I'm going to drop off as well. But
All right,
yeah,
give us the outro.
Keep an eye on our channel. We'll be streaming more Outsiders gameplay Tuesdays at 7:30 every week. Normally we go 2 hours. Today we're just doing an hour. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out and helping us with like the rules interactions with Outsiders and being patient. It's very difficult to play with new cards, especially on stream. But it was fun streaming for you guys, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Peace.